Good man.
Yeah. I didn't know it was Jimmy's at the time, but...
Well, good. That would have been cheating.
Man, yeah, correct. There was definitely some folks walking around talking about who made what.
Something about Jimmy Spears' stash makes you think, he'd make some spicy chili.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be spicy.
Absolutely.
He's a spicy character.
Special ingredient.
He's a good looking young man.
Just a touch of mustache wax.
Little mustache wax.
But we just had so much fun out there. You know, the kids got to play, like I said, with the inflatables and everything. They had a bunch of cornhole out there. And
Lyndall Campbell brought the heaters. It was a little chilly that night, and he brought some industrial heaters. I think I heard one of the teenage cheerleaders, my niece, actually say she got a sunburn from the heater, so it was pretty toasty. Obviously, she was making that up, but it was they were great. So shout out to Lyndall Campbell on that.
Yeah,
one.
and they got the moms and several of the girls, I think, on the dance floor early on.
The Carol Marciniak was out there. She doesn't even have a kid in the football program anymore. Of course, her and her husband Mike are very plugged into the basketball program. But
and a shout out to our king and queen. So can you tell me who they were?
I sure can if I stall for just a minute and remember. So we had Leah.
Leah was
Romero.
the queen.
She was the queen.
She was a senior cheerleader.
And the king was very kingly. I can tell you who the prince is. The prince was Pat Forrester's son, Ollie Forrester.
That's right.
But the king was
volleyball guy, right?
Ben, right?
Ben, redheaded guy, Ben.
And I apologize because I put the crown on him.
And I said his name. I called it out. I was up there in the box.
I don't know. Is there comments on this? And so can we give away a Chargers hat from the Booster Club for someone to do trivia to tell us who was? Text us or put it online or something. Anyway,
hope he's not listening because he's gonna be like, "Thanks, guys."
Yeah, thanks, guys. Yes. So apologize.
Yep.
That I forgot your name, sir.
Yes,
King.
Exactly. The king. All hail the king.
But anyway, so back to our event. We just had a great time, and then Jason McCulley brought out fireworks to transition.
That was great. That was a surprise. I was not expecting the fireworks, but they were great.
So that was
Kids loved it.
That was our transition between the Family Fest stopping and homecoming kicking off.
Yep.
And so we started out the homecoming then. And the whole time, we just had the Chargers family out there. And I was talking about the king and the queen because all the different sports nominated, candidates for the homecoming. We had volleyball, basketball, football. Anyway, there were a whole bunch of kids out there.
Yeah, for sure.
And it was just, track. Thank you.
Track was represented.
And we just had a great time. Of course, homecoming, those kids danced until the night I went home. I think I left about 10:30.
Did you?
That's about my bedtime.
Yeah, my daughter Molly said it was just a ton of fun. And
did you stay until the end?
I did not stay. No, I think my kids like it better when I don't stay, and so I did not. And but I was a little concerned it was going to be cold, But they had the heaters going, and then I think all the movement of the kids, and my daughter said it was not cold at all, and it was an awesome time.
And I didn't hear anything but, great stuff from all the parents, all the kids that participated, and just had a great time. And part of that from the Booster Club perspective was that was a fundraiser as well, because we do have a $50,000 matching challenge out there right now. And I think we raised around $4,000 with homecoming and Family Fest.
So turn that into $8,000 then?
So that turns into $8,000, absolutely.
Beautiful.
Great
Love
math.
Thanks.
And so
quick on my feet. I wasn't homeschooled, but I still do a little bit of math.
That math is paying off for you. But so that's all going towards the building of the sports complex for our kids.
Yep.
And I know I personally can get wrapped up about the building and the field and this and that, but it's really about our kids and the future generations that they have a home for the Chargers organization to put. We can host a game like this on our field.
Yeah.
And that is coming along great. The contract is back in the church elders at Fellowship. They are meeting tomorrow. We should have that back to us hopefully Monday or Tuesday. And we're going to be announcing a groundbreaking like any day. I was hoping it would be done by now. But that is literally any day now. We should have a groundbreaking.
Should be happening soon. That's awesome.
And another thing, a deadline for bids to be submitted to us for the dirt work for
Okay.
phase one. That is the 2 soccer fields / football fields to be graded out. So those bids are due. We'll evaluate those and award that probably sometime next week. So it's going to be a fun winter. We're going to actually start turning dirt. It's something we've been talking about for a
amazing.
while. So I'm
That is
super
going to
excited
feel
about
really
that.
good. That's when it's going to feel, pretty real when you start.
It's
moving
going to
some
start
dirt.
feeling real because it feels like it's been a lot of talk. I personally am not a very patient individual, and so I would like to have had it done a year ago. But we've done a great job with the plan, and I think and participation from a lot of different people, and yeah. So hopefully this time next year. We could be practicing at least on
that'll
our
be
own football
amazing.
field.
Even just for practice for right now, it'd be amazing.
Yeah,
to
we
use that
home.
land, that facility. And so, for those that are listening, so we still have the 50 or the matching grant.
Absolutely,
And
matching
when
grant.
does that expire?
So it doesn't really expire.
Doesn't expire, okay.
So we just need to raise that money sooner rather than later. And for all those listening, if you haven't been to the Charger Booster website, it's Chargers with an S, boosters with an S.com. We have lots of information there about what we believe in, what our mission is, why we remember. Anything and everything about our organization is there. My cell phone number and email is there as well. If you have questions, you can always get a hold of me. Be happy to talk to you about anything Booster Club wise. But
I love it.
Any
I love
questions?
it.
Anything
I don't
I
think
need
so,
to know?
man. I'm excited about it. I'm appreciative of what you guys are doing, and what a good cause. And it's one of those things that I've been around the Chargers organization for a long time. My brother-in-law, who now works for me, is in his 30s. He was a football player back in the
no
day,
kidding. That's
back
awesome.
in one of the
That's
original
awesome.
national championships. So I've been around a long time.
no kidding.
The organization has grown, and it's just such a cool place. And
So what year was he in the championship?
He when he first played, they were playing 8-man.
So he was on the 8-man.
He was on the 8-man team. So I watched some of that.
So you need to get me and him together because I'd really like to create some history.
Sure.
And not only from football, but all of our sports, because we're really trying to do something unprecedented in the United States right now, and homeschooling is growing so much.
It is.
And nobody has a homeschool sports complex.
Yeah.
And homeschool sports, just as you look across the country, it continues to grow and grow. It's probably 10%. It's a double-digit growth is what we're seeing at the Chargers level per sport per year.
Yeah, which is really incredible.
So
you're talking about adding 90 athletes a year or something.
Yeah,
when
I mean, track is growing so much. I know our soccer team this year. Shout out to them. I think they're undefeated. I know
amazing.
My wife Rhonda and Chloe, my daughter, went to a soccer game the other night, and I'm pretty sure that team is undefeated, and
awesome.
They're going to go to Tennessee pretty soon for the Nationals. They went last year and did very well, and so it's just great to see all of our sports, the whole organization grow.
Love it. Casey Haynes, ladies and gentlemen, Booster Club
Thank you, guys.
update. ChargersBoosters.com. Check it out. Give us some money.
Amen.
It's for the kids.
It's for the
the
kids.
Lord. Like, we're doing this for a good cause. It goes to support that building project, and we're just thrilled about that. So keep up the good work.
Yeah, be a light, leave a legacy.
Love it.
There you
Thank
go.
you, Casey.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take just a quick break. We're going to shut things down, not the broadcast, just the audio, so we can hydrate, take a quick break, and we'll be back shortly.
We're not going
Yeah,
to
you'll
my
never
half
hear yourself.
All right. Are we live? Levi Kemp, are we live? We are live across the interwebs, YouTube, and the likes. And we are here with the man himself, Lucas Meyer, the Moose.
That's right.
And you got a Moose hat on. That's not a coincidence?
It's not a coincidence. It was a birthday present.
Birthday
from
present from your dad?
Miller.
Isaiah Miller.
Yep.
Isaiah Miller. That's how I was used to say it on the PA. Love that guy. What's he doing these days?
He's actually working at Bass Pro right now. Actually getting ready to go to fireman.
Pro.
He's getting ready to go to fireman school pretty soon. So yeah.
Very cool. Well, we're not here to talk about Isaiah, but shout out to Isaiah. We love him.
Yep.
But Lucas, tell the folks at home what you're doing.
Yeah. So I'm actually I'm down at Southwest Baptist University playing football. So that kind of ended up just as a door that opened up. So I've been down there just on the grind, been learning all the college football ins and outs,
So yeah, man, I'm super proud of you. I talked to your dad a lot, of course, and he showed me some videos.
Yep.
You got a cannon, man, and that's you threw well in high school, but that's really developed. And so getting even better.
Yeah, well,
awesome.
When you're when you're lifting, 4 days a week and everything, and doing practices for hours a day, I think.
How many calories are you consuming per day now?
I don't know exactly the numbers, but it's a couple thousand.
Of course.
It's definitely,
You got to be in the 3 or 4.
Yeah.
3 or 4, gotta be.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That part would be
look
fun.
at you, and the Moose nickname is much more apropos now. I think you've put on about 50 pounds of muscle since last season.
Yeah.
Maybe, perhaps. Yeah.
It's awesome, man. Really good work. And so what's the difference? So tell the folks at home, we were just talking about Grant Clement earlier, how, going from junior high to high school, it's a major, major leap. Talk about going from high school to college, because that's kind of another planet as well.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the same, just kind of, I guess, same leap as Grant's experience right now. It's just a lot faster. Everyone in college was the stud at their school, so you're kind of dealing with that. But things are just a lot faster and a lot more complex. What you think is like open, you like a corner playing way off. You're just like, oh, just throw the hitch, and then you snap the ball, and he's already somehow jumped it, and you're just going, you got to start rethinking things.
He was luring you into it. He's like, I'm just going to sit here.
Yeah, but it's definitely you just got to keep your composure. The same that Grant's going to have to keep doing is just don't freeze. Whatever you do, don't freeze. Just stay.
Eventually, the game's going to slow down a little bit, right? Eventually, you're going to make the reads a little bit quicker.
Yep.
It's going to feel more natural. And so talk about your situation now. The SP is a little bit quarterback stacked right now. So you're going to redshirt this year, correct?
I did. So I redshirted. We got a couple senior quarterbacks, so I'm sitting behind them right now. But it's been a really good developmental year. Just be able to run scout team, get a ton of reps, and just really just kind of even learn from the older guys. A lot of them kind of possess some stuff that I need to cultivate in my own game. So just being able to have that and sit behind them has been really good.
That's great. I think unless you've got a chance to play some quality minutes, redshirt's the way to go.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get all those reps in with the scout team, like you said, and you get to learn it, and you still keep those 4 years of eligibility now. Yeah. What's it like leading the scout team? Because I've heard that's not always a ton of fun.
It has its moments. It's definitely pretty hectic because there's kind of a lose-lose situation because you have to throw what the coaches tell you, but at the same time they're yelling at you to make a good throw, and so you're kind of a little frustrated there, and then you're trying to get all these guys who don't know what the other team's offense is to run their offense, and then you're also getting yelled at for not going fast enough. So it's definitely fast paced, and there's a lot of it's pretty thrown together. But I would say it's a lose-lose, definitely.
It's a lose-lose. Because if you play too well, you're making the starting defense look bad.
Yeah, no, I think I made the defensive coach a little upset the other day too. I was trying to just step into it more, so I was starting to make some good throws, and so I kind of was talking a little trash, but it didn't. He wasn't very happy, I
love it. You got to.
Hey,
bring the competition up. Like, Coach, I'm getting your boys ready.
That's right.
You don't want to hear the smack talk. Tell your boys to step it up.
That's what I was saying. I was like, if our scout team's kind of shutting them down, it's a little embarrassing.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's not going to go well Saturday. But
on the college field.
Talking to Lucas Meyer, for those who are just tuning in, quarterback for the Chargers national championship team. Now he's playing for the SBU Bearcats. Redshirt in his freshman year, but really excited about the future there. I'm excited to watch some games, man. I'm going to go to some games, hang out with your dad. Hopefully he'll make some coffee. Our opening kickoff in the second half's underway. That's Lentz again. He got hammered by number 1.
Number 26 in the return.
Good return though by number 26. The return game, Thad's been pretty good.
Solid.
It's been solid. We got to feel good about that.
Spot. that we've had so far.
Brightest, yeah, I don't disagree at all. So, all right, what are the keys to success here, Lucas? From a quarterback perspective, you know the game well.
Yeah.
What do we need to shore up? What do we need to do better on the offensive side?
From what I've seen is the corner's been playing off a lot, and so I think just to get Grant in a rhythm, you got to be able to let him hit some hitches, some short swing routes. If you're going to throw early on, later on, if they can manage it, I would do some double post action against their cover 4. Just try to put their safety in a bind. But I mean, definitely just you got to get your quarterback in a rhythm, and it helps having Street out there run the ball too, get him some yards. But whatever you can do to get those quick short throws on early downs, just so that he can feel confident that he's throwing some good balls. It's also really windy tonight. That's going to play a factor in the deep ball. So whatever you can do to get him in a rhythm, and then just keep letting Caleb Street do the run game.
Man, no doubt that kid just runs like he's angry, and love that. Get some little hitch routes, some short screen passes and whatnot. Give the quarterback some confidence. So we're going to do here. That was not how we wanted first down to go. Pass is just out of the reach of Levi Romero, number 2. Falls incomplete. Going to be now 3rd and quite long. So after that fumble on first down, back us up about 16. So going to be 3rd and 26.
Yeah.
Not where you want to be in this anywhere, but in this spot of the field for sure.
No, you really can only do a screen here, to be honest. When it's this, 3rd and 26. Really,
You're not going to throw it. You're not going to throw it 26 yards.
No.
And more likely to get a pick if you're pushing the ball too much. So a screen or maybe even a handoff, and just hope that Caleb Street can break it loose.
Yep.
So actually we got okay.
Another 5.
Timeout.
Chargers. That'll be their first time.
Timeout Chargers. A little bit early.
Yeah.
Not when you want to be calling a timeout, but sometimes you got to. Sometimes you got no
They
choice.
can hear me.
Yeah. Cool. Well, glad you stopped by, Lucas. Man, stick around for a minute if you'd like to call us some part of the second half. We could really use your football knowledge.
Yeah.
Thad and I have been talking about beef jerky a lot, and
we make a lot of funny commentary. I don't know how much we're adding to the.
It feels a little bit like a podcast,
Well,
you know.
You got to make it through the game. You got to make it
Make it the game. Yes,
At
we
the
got to
same
find
point,
bright spots.
I think it was a worse score last year at halftime when we almost came back. I think we got it within a touchdown.
That is true.
right?
Yeah, you're right.
Dad was talking about that. We'd like to come back. We'd like to build. We like to spot the other team with a couple, 3 touchdowns, and then we like to start playing.
Yeah, well, being a Christian organization and all, I think it's right to at least be given something.
It's better to give.
Give some charity. Give the charity,
That's
and then
right.
We will give you
I like
touchdowns, and then
That's
we're
right.
Then we're gonna come and try to take them back.
yes.
I do remember that game. It came down to the
Oh,
very end of the last.
We were missing.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
I think
Actually,
you were coming
rolling
onside.
to his
Didn't you?
right.
Did you have the ball at the end of the game
Decides
to
to
win?
keep it.
Yep. I actually didn't play that game. Street played that game.
Okay.
Actually, I was concussion at that time. but
Okay, all right.
Street led him to
Sacked by number 80.
coming back in the
Nice.
second half. So maybe we can do it again.
For the Indians.
Well, Clement on the keeper, 4th and 20.
I'm guessing we're gonna punt
I
here.
think we're gonna call a punt.
Just a wild.
Likely gonna punt
idea.
it. I had to guess. Back to receive number 4.
That kid's got some wheels.
He does have some wheels.
Good
Punt.
kick, Caleb.
He's
Good
gonna
kick.
Got a good roll. He fielded off the bound. There you go.
Good tackle.
Ethan Jonesy wraps him up.
For the Indians, ball is tackled by number 92.
What are you seeing on the defensive side of the ball, Lucas? You got any
Jones.
From
insights on our defense? Yep.
I think you can always trust Coach Hunt to put him in a good position to succeed. I think it's just about wrapping up. I think that's our biggest issue is just being able to finish the tackles because we normally got guys in the area, and Coach Hunt always puts together great, puts in just so much work every week, puts together great coverages and everything.
Okay.
We got a new five-man front this week that's been normally helping, not right now, but normally.
That number one's a pretty special athlete.
He is special, man. He is fast and he is good, and that is frustrating. So we got 27-0. Okay.
So, Mr. Brett, obviously you speak for your job. You speak for your job
Yeah.
sometimes. So what would you say is harder? Would you say it's doing the Chargers commentating or speaking for your job?
Some weeks, so I podcast as well.
Okay, all
And I
right.
will say what Thad and I did first half definitely felt more like a podcast
agree.
Yeah.
in calling the game. I got to feel it. So the hardest thing, I like speaking in front of a group. I usually know basically what I'm going to say, and I'm kind of in charge, and I can kind of roll with it.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot happening that I'm having to read, although I'm reading the audience.
Yeah.
But the hardest thing is the weeks that I'm doing the PA and the live broadcast. Super hard.
Okay.
Because I'm like, it's a different voice, different mindset when you're using the PA than when you're talking on the mic. So after those games, I'm usually like totally wiped out.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm just, But it's fun, man. I enjoy
I
doing
feel
this.
like our vibe is more like the Manning cast.
It is like the Manning
I mean,
cast.
that's why they did that.
That's why they did that,
It's
yeah.
a little more entertaining.
I love the Manning
That's my
cast.
favorite
Oh, yeah.
way to watch
I love it. It's
football.
so it's so
I love
fun.
it.
Yeah.
They bring in their guest experts
Yeah.
like Lucas
Yeah, something.
into the building.
Have you guys seen the bit with Mike Tyson whenever they're interviewing
Yes.
guests to be on the
Yep.
show and Mike Tyson
So
comes in?
good.
He's
That
like,
commercial's gold.
y'all got the most punchable faces in the history of punching faces.
Oh, yeah.
Desmond Howard this past week was fantastic.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Desmond Howard was
Yeah, I
awesome.
missed it.
Oh, he was hilarious. I'm a big Desmond Howard fan from his days as a return man for the Packers.
Yeah.
Fan.
Touchback.
Dude was like
Take over on the 20-yard line.
All right, gonna be a touchback. All right, offense. Hey, I mean, at this point, you're just gonna have to be looking for some
Play
moral
for pride,
victories. Like, how do we
Play
put
for
together a
some
good
pride.
drive? How do we put down some stuff that we can build on? Because the homeschool season basically starts next week.
week.
We finish with all the big homeschool games. That's what counts the most for our end of year ranking. Of course, we'd like to have a few more wins than we have right now.
Yeah.
But those homeschool games are most important. Lucas, you know anything about HSAA or the OKC Patriots or Christ Prep this year?
Actually, I do know a little bit about each of them a little bit, kind of. Not as much OKC, but I know Christ Prep has a really good left tackle.
Okay.
I actually met him last week. He came and visited at SBU.
Oh, gotcha.
Super great guy. He's
Yeah,
about
yeah,
6'7",
Oh,
probably 315 pounds. Solid dude. They got a good line this year.
You need to suit up Coach Brett Williams to
I know,
go
I
against
know.
that guy.
Four guys on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's great. And then HSAA is always a good program. They obviously pulling from just Dallas.
Yes. Yeah.
You get so
Huge
much.
metro, got a lot to pick from.
Yeah, you do. I had a buddy that used to play for HSAA, and they're a solid program.
Cool.
I don't know as much about their offense, but I know that they do put up a lot of points, and they beat Christ Prep last year down at Nationals.
Okay.
So I think everyone will probably be pretty evenly matched.
Yep.
Yeah.
Caleb Street on the carry, gets run on the left side, basically gets shoved into the first down marker. He's basically there, first down or close to it.
I would just say keep running street.
Keep running street, man. It's working, Wear that guy out. He's young. He's strong.
Bro,
right.
don't fix it.
Ain't broke, don't fix it.
And you mentioned getting the quarterback in the rhythm. We just
Yeah.
haven't been able to get anything. I mean,
Yeah.
there's been no short passing game, no mid-range, no long passing game.
Yeah.
And that's hard for a kid to get comfortable and really get something going.
Yeah, and like we said earlier, he really does have such a good arm. I throw with him sometimes. We throw together on Sundays. And
Pass complete number 25 there.
Yeah, he's undoubtedly got one of the best
Braden
arm
Wright.
talents, so.
Nice.
He does, yeah. Maybe he can work with you a little bit on the offseason. Some got to get him to work those feet just a little bit more. But kid's got all kinds of talent, got a heck of an arm, and really quite accurate. I mean, there's been several passes in the first half that should have been caught that weren't.
Yeah.
They were really on the money.
And it's really normal when you're young. I mean, and you got guys run at your face. You just freeze. I mean, it's normal. And
Man,
you
it's,
just freeze and
It's one of the toughest positions in all of sports is the quarterback position. All the pressure, you got to make the reads.
And we got a couple of, even our wide receiving core, we got a couple of young guys. A lot of we got Connor Vick and Everett Allison out there.
Yep,
a couple of
yep,
sophomores.
yep, those sophomores.
I know they're back. They got some of the veteran guys like
Romero and
Levi Romero, and Elijah Applegate, guys like that are out there. But it's a young team, and I
Still a
think
young
it's
team.
gonna
Got
have
Hudson
some great-
Campbell out there, senior.
some great opportunities.
Should have Carson Knight, senior. We really miss him
that one
tonight.
hurts. That one
definitely.
hurts.
For sure.
Yeah, on both sides.
And
of the ball.
Ridenauer, causing havoc on the defensive side of the ball. You got Vic lined up wide right here. Romero goes in motion. Handoff to Romero. Held on to it a little bit too long. I'm not exactly sure what caused that, but going to bring up
4-yard loss on the play.
4th and about 19.
3rd down and 15.
It's third.
Oh, no, third 15. My bad.
Okay.
My bad. 3rd and 15.
Yeah. There's really not much you can do here. Again, I would say take a shot deep now. I mean, might as well.
Why not? Why not?
You know,
nothing to lose. Let's give it a go, right?
Yeah, I would say on this left side here, let Levi burn him. Yeah, there.
There you go, kid. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Well, or just
There you
let
gotta
Street
hold
do it
him.
himself.
Got a flag down in the back.
Street has got the first down and then some, but
might have a hold.
almost certainly a hold, and it
Holding on the
is.
Chargers is the call.
I do like that play. That's the old halfback pass.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's one we could pull out of the
that
hat
every now
on
and then.
occasion.
It's coming back. It's too bad.
I like their nice sound effect, nice taunting sound effects from the Strafford public address system.
Names are a taunt as well.
Correct. Yeah, they mispronounce all of our players' names.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, PJ Rob Dillard is what
yes,
they call him.
yes,
Instead of
all right.
Robillard.
Okay.
I like that. I'm gonna see if.
Maybe that's how they pronounce it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna guess no.
Yeah. I used to get called Mir a lot. I was Mir. Instead of Lucas
Mir.
Meyer. It was always
Lucas
Mir.
Mir.
Lucas Mir.
Yeah. My grandma
Mir.
would actually, she would yell up at the guy though. My grandma, she's a little feisty.
We were talking about grandmas. Grandmas
Yeah.
are the best. Grandmas can say anything they want.
Yeah.
Literally anything they want.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna care.
Nice. Ooh.
Just a little low.
Got a flag though.
Of course, that's a hole that'll be declined.
Yeah. Yeah, I know grandmas can definitely then get away with a little more stuff. I
Yeah,
think they
yeah.
just,
Roughing the passer.
something about
Roughing
being.
the
Oh,
passer.
roughing the passer.
Now,
Okay.
is that a automatic first down?
I mean,
for the high
it
school game?
is in
Not in high school.
not in high school. It's
Not
so
in high
weird.
school.
How can
What
that
is
not
up
be
with
an
that?
automatic first down? I just don't get it.
I mean, yeah.
That'll be a 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Oh, there we go. Automatic first down. There we go.
Chargers.
Maybe they don't
That's so
know.
funny because we've had that happen where we came and we were like.
Seems like it. Of course, we did have a game. We did have a game in Oklahoma, which would have been slightly different
It did
rules.
just happen
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah.
It happened at Pierce City last year at that last drive.
Okay.
I got the, if you remember, your commentating actually.
Yeah.
We were on that last 2-minute drive. I got the 10-yard completion, 15 yards added, put us in field goal
Yes,
range.
yeah.
Nice pass to the.
That was awesome. That's when Romero made the game-winning
Yep,
field goal.
yep.
That was such a great game. So fun. Love that one. Pierce City. Going to be playing Pierce City again next year. So talking to Scott Morris, who's scheduling all our games next year. We are playing Pierce City again. We're adding Diamond back on the schedule
Okay.
for next year, which would be fun.
It's always good. It's always a good matchup.
Yeah, always a good matchup. And I got to say, one of my favorite experiences watching, I guess it was a JV game, but a JV game when Parker Aguilera was playing quarterback at Diamond, the PA guy was a legend.
Really?
He was pulling out all kinds of one-liners. He had a real country voice. We're going to hand off the street. Tries to jump to that left side. Looks like he may have enough for the first,
I mean, but Brett, did he really have anything on us?
well, no, not the chart. Well,
No.
he would say things like he got on his horse and rode to pay dirt
Like it.
and turned
That
to.
run was slicker than deer guts on a doorknob.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, that Parker Aguilera is tougher than a $2 steak.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
It was really good. I think my favorite one was, sure made a silk purse out of a sow's ear on that one. Like, all right.
Yeah.
I'll put some of those in my pocket later.
Yeah, I think we could use a silk purse right about now.
That's exactly
You're getting a
right.
lot of sow's ears.
Well, we need about half a yard.
Third
for the first.
and 1. I think we can get it.
Yep. He kept.
Look at that, man. Kept driving. I think he got it.
Kept
Yeah.
driving. He's through. My
Initial contact was short, but he kept fighting.
So this may not be Lucas's favorite Lucas Meyer moment from last season, but
Okay.
my favorite Lucas Meyer moment from last season was at the Noah game. Lucas had a nice play, got a nice little run, got out the sideline, and got absolutely clobbered out of bounds by, how tall was that guy? He was about 6'7".
Yeah, he's just committed to OU, actually.
Committed to
OU.
And
Goodness.
Lucas jumped up and got right in this dude's face, and it was awesome. I mean, it just
great.
Your quarterback didn't need somebody to come stand up for,
he did
him.
it.
He did it
That's
himself.
when the moose came out.
Absolutely, it was.
Moose can be vicious, and we saw it right there.
That's right. No, that was.
Do you remember the words that were exchanged, or was it nonverbal?
I remember the exact words. I probably won't say them over the live stream.
Got it. All right.
Yeah, definitely a moment that I just have to.
Hey man, sometimes it just happens, and you gotta protect yourself. Gotta protect your teammates.
It's true. Man, that game had some of the dirtiest hits I've seen in a high school
it really
game
was
in a
not
long
good.
time.
It was not good. There was inappropriate stuff at halftime from that Noah squad. It was a real shame. But some epic battles against that team, no doubt.
Oh yeah.
All right, 1st and 15. Oh, knocked down.
Tipped at the line.
Collected at the line of scrimmage.
It's the right
A lot of
idea,
people
though.
falling down.
Right idea.
A lot of people slipping, wide receivers falling down.
Yeah, man, it just got to be just a tiny bit damp out there. Probably it's like one of those things where it's not damp enough that you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
So then you're just planting like normal, and it's not there. The traction's not there.
Yep. I know Coach Hunt actually mentioned the slickness of the field before the game and made Caleb actually tape up because Caleb sometimes he's cutting a lot, so he's got to have his ankles solid. And Coach Hunt mentioned that before the game, so it definitely is a little moist in the grass, which is kind of weird, but
it is. So Lucas, are you watching the Netflix series Quarterback? Have you watched any episodes?
I've watched it.
So good.
It is really
so
good.
I love the episode where they talk about play calls and the complexity of play calls. And it just sounds like they're stringing together about 15 random words and numbers and stuff like that. So walk us through one of the more complex plays you could call for your scout team, and then tell
team?
or whatever, just for SBU, but like lay out a play and then tell us what it means.
So there's a lot of different plays.
A lot. I know that's hard to pick just one.
The biggest thing that's different is tags. So because you can have like we have our base plays that are like, you could say ace right wing, 97 Jordan back, which is like that's. But there's like 3 different.
Inspired by Michael Jordan?
Right.
Or, okay,
right.
okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I can really on air explain what that necessarily means, but like basically it just has stuff to do with like Jordan's number 23, so our 2 and 3 receivers do different things and stuff. And I could go into it more. Yeah. But I think the biggest thing that's like tough is there's just so many different tags on one single play. So like, because you can just call a normal what would just be a fade and an out route, but then you're tagging like 2 different routes to the backside, and that's where it really gets tricky. Wow. That's been one of the biggest learning curves is like I've had to learn how to do the tags, but then also responsible for telling the line which way they're going, telling the play and stuff. And so
you got to know where everybody on the field is going. And not just knowing the play, but you got to know the tags.
Nice punt.
So big punt all the way down to the.
It does get wordy. It does get wordy though. I know when you're watching the quarterback series, you can see how just even Marcus Mariota is having his wife help him learn the plays. It gets really wordy.
Man.
It gets really wordy.
Really wordy, and you get one little thing wrong, and that's why you fail. And that's why you hear about guys like Johnny Manziel, Johnny Football, really one of the most talented college players to ever play the game. But he said he watched no film. And it makes sense. Like you can't succeed in the NFL if you don't watch film. I think he did as a college player.
Did you see last night they zoomed in on Russell Wilson's armband? And I swear he has the entire playbook in microscopic print
how you gonna
on his
read
arm.
that?
You can't read that. There's no way.
Number one, just tough to tackle. Finally gets out of bounds. Kyle Edom pushes him out of bounds. Number 1. Man, that kid is.
It's tough.
Just eating this up. 3 minutes 47 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 28-0. Strafford. Probably going to run the ball a whole lot here to eat up the clock and.
Keeps busting through. Wow. Throwing guys off of him.
Just finally not going down. Of course, right call. I mean, forward progress had been stopped. And he never went down, though. He never actually went down. Just blew it down. Blew it down. So here we go.
First and 10 from the 40.
How long does forward progress have to be stopped for you to stop?
That's a good question. I think it's kind of a field
just a
thing, isn't it?
judgment
It's like
call?
a
Definitely
judgment
circumstantial.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard
That
that,
was
it's
not
for any length
very
of time.
long.
It wasn't very long.
Okay
I'm
with
glad they blew that
Yeah.
one dead. So Lucas, talk about who are some of the more impressive athletes at SBU right now, and what can you tell us about them?
Yeah, we got a receiver named Kylan Herrera, who's really good. He's actually
Where's he from?
He's from Texas. We played at JUCO for a little while, but he's going to try to make a run at the league next year.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah,
That's amazing.
He's really good. He super fast. We got a guy named Jordan.
So he's a senior this year.
Senior.
Yeah.
Yep. We got a guy named Jordan, also senior, super good. He's going to try to at least play professionally somewhere after.
Nice.
And then we got all our receiving core is really solid. We're still trying to figure out how we can use all of them to the best of their abilities. But
Sure.
I mean, even got another JUCO transfer named Reagan, who also is just phenomenal. So there is that Division II level is very just interesting because you got a lot of guys that are trying to transfer up, and there still are guys that make it to the league from Division II.
Sure.
And so
What's their road like? Typically combines and things like that?
you got to have a pro day, a good pro day.
Yep.
So they have different ones around Missouri.
Hand off again to I think that's number 10 actually.
Yeah, but yeah, you go to pro days, you send film in, whatever you got to do,
Okay.
just to get like a workout with the
Get
team.
noticed. Yep.
Even if you got to go work, be a scout team on a pro team, for a year or two,
Sure,
you can do
do
that.
What does a scout team player for an NFL team make? Do you know what that? We could Google that. And find
I
that out.
don't know off the top of my head. I'm sure it's still decent.
Thad Forrest are going to Google it right
Oh,
now. I'm interested. Inquiring minds want to know, what does a scout team or practice squad player make at the NFL level? Let's take a guess, Lucas. What do you think?
I'm gonna guess probably 100-something thousand. I'm gonna guess
100?
100-something.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess. I think you're right. I'm gonna take the under, but I think you're right. I'm gonna
Okay.
guess a little bit under that.
And the answer is 150 to 250,000.
Wow. Okay, I guess that makes sense. It's a lot of money. They got a lot of money.
Not a bad day.
That's not
Play
bad.
some football.
Not bad.
Bad day.
Yeah.
Might get beat up a little bit, but dang.
Yeah. Hey.
150, 250K
Yeah.
to play football. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
You don't have the pressure.
Yeah.
Of course, you got that lose-lose situation you were telling about. Where
Definitely. Yeah. That'd be a
can't
tough day
too
at work
good.
sometimes.
It would be a tough day at work, but
yeah.
get to hang out with the professional football players.
Yep.
One update from halftime, Brett. Our homecoming king was Benjamin Miller.
Benjamin Miller.
I said Benjamin Miller. I don't know if it came through, but I just wanted to reiterate
Benjamin
that.
Miller, homecoming king.
Sorry, Ben, if you're listening.
Yeah,
We did not forget about you.
we did not forget about you. We have you in our mind's eye.
Yeah, correct.
But we did not have the paper in front of us, and so bad at names. Another touchdown.
I'm going to go ahead and just blame Casey for that. He's not
Yeah,
up
because
here
he did it.
anymore.
Like
Casey
I
Haynes.
wasn't prepared for this,
It's
Casey.
Casey's fault.
Yeah, who are the winners, Casey? I'm like, well, did you bring the names?
Yeah,
He's like, no, I
sorry.
didn't. Did you? No, thanks. No.
We had this covered last week.
Yeah, I had the names with me last week.
Correct.
Not this week. Gonna tack on an extra point there.
I have my son
35.
Asking to come up and listen to our commentary. He wants to come up to the
Oh,
booth and
sure.
just listen to
Bring
us.
him on
I'll
up, man.
say,
Let's
come
see.
on up.
Let's do it.
It's the guest hour now.
So we need to get guests on up here for sure. So your quarterback Herrera from Texas going to try for the league. I mean, what do you think? Do you think he's got a shot? Got a shot to get a look from somebody?
I do.
Yeah.
He's super
How tall
solid.
is
He's 6 foot, 6'1".
What's his
Nice.
40? What's his 40 time?
He claims he's running 4.2, but he's probably more 4.3, 4.4.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, 4.2 is
that's
smoking.
that is smoking.
That's like Thad Forrester fast. Right there.
But he is really fast.
Yeah.
Great hands.
Yeah, I'm a solid Tom Brady 6 seconds.
No, it is interesting though just to see the difference of like really high level athletes. Just because I remember one of my first days of fall camp, he asked if I'd throw with him after, and just seeing the difference of even just like 10 yards apart throwing to him, how like he'll catch the ball and he'll just stare at the ball, watching it in, and like when he catches it, he'll just hold it for like 2-3 seconds looking at the ball, like just the focus is just on another level.
Okay.
And they're just, I mean,
And I'm sure you're leading guys in a different manner at the college level, at the football, or at the high school level because they're just so much faster.
Oh, yeah.
And just for the record, Tyreek Hill, fastest man in the NFL, runs a 4.29.
Yes. 4.29.
So if this guy's
I don't think this guy's a pure
ran a
4.2.
I wouldn't want to see
It's
that.
like, no, my buddy across the hall clocked it on his iPhone.
It is.
That's right.
It is a little bit of a running joke, as we said. He claims 4.2, but he is probably in that. I'd say 4.4 for sure.
I have a good friend that will remain nameless because some viewers may know that claimed, we're talking about speed here, claimed they could walk an 8-minute mile. And pretty confident this individual couldn't run an 8-minute mile.
Yeah, I'm very confident.
So,
I am not a fast runner as I claimed before, but okay. So just give you an idea, like if you run some and walk some in a mile, you're going to be like an 11-minute mile, 12-minute mile.
Correct.
There's no way you're getting an 8-minute mile. That's funny.
Yeah.
That
I
is
wanted
just funny.
to take them out and clock them.
They
would never let me do it.
Yeah.
I thought number 4 was going to break that loose, but he did not. Loss of couple on the play. Second 12. Minute 43. What is the point spread before there's a running clock? Is it 35? Is it 40?
I mean, let's hope.
Yeah. It's something.
Unless we bring something back here. I mean,
I think. I think we're just looking for any kind of moral victories that we can find at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. Pass to Allison.
Pass it to Allison.
Yeah.
Again, the
Not
ball
able
was
to bring it
there.
in. Ball was there. That was not a bad pass.
Yeah.
Clock is winding, so yes, 35 points is the magic number.
All right.
Running clocks, that'll make that fourth quarter pretty quick.
This is the time though that you just gotta take some
try
shots.
some stuff.
Take some shots. Do some stuff. Yeah. What's in the playbook? What have you not run yet?
Yeah.
Run it. Give it a shot. This is the point when you just gotta
get it on film so they can
try to
see
get
it.
better.
Let your quarterback go out, take some chances.
Yeah, if there's a
Maybe
look
not
you
do
want to
that.
try, not that look.
Is he? It's not a.
Yeah. I will say, obviously it's not fun to watch, but taking sacks is something that's necessary just in your quarterback
Sometimes you gotta
development
do it.
trip,
Yeah, you gotta do it.
I mean, I know bringing it back to when I got hit out of bounds late last year, just playing against Danny, that guy, going to OU, that was one of the best things for me, just taking sacks from a really high-level athlete, because you just get used to it, and then you get used to
You realize
protecting
I
yourself,
can handle
and
this.
you realize you
I
can handle
can
it.
make it. Yeah, my body can take this.
Yep.
I don't need to be afraid of it.
Yep.
What would you recommend for a young quarterback learning to get through their reads, their progressions quicker? What's some of the things
Heck
that
of a
were
punt.
helpful for you?
Yeah, it definitely, a lot of it comes down to footwork. You gotta, because if your feet are in the right spot, you can make your throw more accurate. Oh man, better get him here.
Come on. You got a flag down.
Yeah.
A couple of flags, got a player down as well.
Yeah, but it all starts with the footwork. If you can get your feet aligned, and so that just comes down to keeping your eyes up and not getting your feet just stuck. Because if you get your feet stuck, then you won't be able to turn your shoulders and throw. So for Grant, I think the biggest thing is, and he'll see it when he watches film. I know he's a great guy on watching film, and he's good at that. But yeah, definitely just getting your footwork aligned and staying mobile in the pocket. Not getting too just freezing, so that you can get. Because when you're throwing, I mean, if you're like, I used to struggle with this. If you're throwing across your body, whatever, it's not going to go where you want it. You got to get your ankle lined up with your target. That's a big thing that he's probably just going to have to
Brett,
keep
do we
learning.
know who we have down on
I
the
do not
field?
know. Levi, did you see who that is?
I did not catch who it is. We'll go back and look for prior play.
We got two penalties on the play,
Bigger
both
guys.
are going to offset each other.
So 2 penalties on the play, 1 on each team. They'll offset. So
Replay it down.
gonna replay that punt.
76.
76. Is that Vestal?
That is Damian Vestal. Yep.
Damian Vestal, heck of a ball player.
He's back on his feet.
We
hopping-
need
hobbling
him.
off
Yeah,
a
he's
little bit.
he's on his feet. He's walking off, kind of hobbling a
Little
little
limp.
bit. Can't tell if that's a knee or an ankle, but hopefully he'll be okay. We need him. He is a great player. So that will negate that monster return. So basically, penalty on each team, offset, replay the down, just like it never happened.
That always offsetting penalties is
It's so funny.
Oh,
It's
my.
also if like one is a minor penalty and the other one's like
It's
an
last
egregious
week.
penalty. Yeah.
Last week,
Yeah.
we sneezed on somebody. They had a massively illegal hit. Yet it's
Right. Same thing.
same deal.
You got a 5-yard penalty. We got a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, that's
just
the same.
Call it the same.
Yep.
Call it even.
And I was able to make a biblical reference.
You were on the
Just like sin
all
in the
sin
eyes
is-
of God.
is equal in the
It's all
eyes of
equal.
God. Which what verse is that, Thad? Yeah,
man.
Yeah, it's actually not one, is it? Yeah, that's one of those funny things that I know where it, like the idea's there,
Yeah.
but not actually a verse. All right, here we go. Nice punt. Number 4 fields it again. Let's
Oh man.
see if we can slow him down. There we go.
There we go. Ooh, might have.
Number 4.
All right.
I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good.
It's
That was
fine.
more of a.
Hey.
It was approaching the horse
Yeah,
collar,
hey,
but not. But
yeah.
not. It was good. It looked clean. It looked clean to me. That was Ethan Jones. I mean, he was flying in and he meant business on that one.
Tough player.
Tough player. So if he'd stuck around, you almost could have played with Ryan Jones, right? Would he still be eligible?
Yeah.
Or is he? I think he
would
maybe
be.
had a year or two
College-
eligibility.
College is really weird right now because of the
the COVID years.
COVID years,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So we got guys that. I feel like we've got guys on our team that started football before I even started junior high. But
Yeah.
I know we had a guy who's a 7th year this year. So
Yeah, what's that one college quarterback?
Yeah.
What's the other guy?
Oh, the guy from Georgia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stet-
he's-
He's 35.
Stetson Bennett.
Stetson Bennett. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
Pretty sure he's 35.
well, I got to know some of the Evangel basketball players and the coach, awesome Coach Berg, great guy. And I was talking to one of the players, Autry, and it turns out he goes to church. I go to church with him. He's got like 2 kids.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
But people are just still eligible, So
It's a different environment.
it's a different environment.
Well, I got guys in the
Well, then you
locker
can also go into like your master's program or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And if you and so some of those guys are old.
Yeah, no, there's definitely. It was a culture shock when I'm walking around my locker room and guys are carrying their kids. Or they're sitting in install meetings. They got their like daughter, son. I'm going, oh.
Are you babysitting
I
right
know,
now? What are you
I know.
doing?
Well, yeah. So it's a different environment. But
Who let the kids in?
I know. Yeah.
Hand off to number 1, and
Oh,
my
man.
goodness. Oh, come on now. Get him, Levi. There you go.
It's a good tackle.
That was a good tackle.
Good tackle.
Attaboy, Levi. Way to gut it out, man.
Big carry. That's good for
Kind of a
I feel
jujitsu
like-
armbar there.
I feel like every time we tackle that guy, we're always the last ones off the ground.
yeah, he's like, I'm fine.
I'm
And
good.
Levi's like, oh my gosh. I have to do this again.
We said it earlier in the game. He's hitting us. When
He's
we
hitting
tackle.
us. People are just like, yeah, I think I'll stop. Okay, another TD. How many touchdowns is that for number 1 this game? It's a lot. It's a lot.
At least 4.
I wish I had him on my fantasy team this week.
Yeah, he would be.
You'd be rolling right now.
Now I want to give a shout out to the fans in this end zone here opposite us. They've got the I'm going to call it the phone booth. It's the like a little pop-up tent.
Oh, yeah.
But it's clear on the front so you can see out of it. That's next level fandom right there.
There could be some heater action going
You
on.
could
in
throw
there,
a
you
heater
never
in
know.
there. You could whatever you want. At least blocks the wind. Extra point is good. That dude's automatic.
That guy, I would like to see that guy kick a field goal.
I would
He's
too.
got a leg.
I would like to see them not get in the end zone. So let's field goal. We'll take that. But yeah, I could see that on a really cold game. Throw up the tent. Throw up the phone booth tent.
How's the kicking game at SBU?
You know, we actually have the best kicker in the conference. He
nice.
he made a 52-yarder the other week.
Amazing.
Actually, he's incredible. He's not missed any this year. He's had 1 block, but that wasn't on him. And
Wow.
He's incredible. Logan Turner's his name. So he's
Logan Turner. Shout out to Logan Turner.
Yeah.
I know he's probably watching.
Absolutely.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the sad thing is, Brett, there's not enough people witnessing the brilliance that
Not at all.
that
This
we're
is so
putting
good.
Not at all.
forth today. You know, I mean, that's we need to somehow get our audience.
I think we're going to
grow
get the
our
call
audience.
from one of the Manning producers.
I agree.
You got to make a guest appearance.
Wait, hang on, my phone's ringing. Peyton?
It's
Oh, yes, I'd be
Peyton.
happy to fill in next week.
Oh man, so good. So good. Now you mentioned your conference. What is the conference that SBU plays in?
So we're in the GLVC conference.
GLVC. What does that stand for?
I don't know. But it's the GLVC.
It's the Great Lakes Valley.
Yes, exactly.
None of that
Good
makes
job.
any sense. Yeah.
I actually think you're right. I actually think something similar though. But no, we got like University of Indianapolis. And
You are right.
Yep.
Is it really?
I thought it was Great
I was
Lakes.
just
It was great.
making
guess.
stuff up.
Well
We're not
done. Well done.
Great Lakes because they're real close here to
Yep.
Missouri.
Yep.
Well done.
Just a quick 14-hour drive to the
Yeah.
Great Lakes. Anyway,
Yeah. No, we got like
Lakes Valley.
Truman Bulldogs in our conference. University of Indianapolis, Missouri S&T,
Yeah,
all over the
Quincy.
place. Wow.
So yeah, it's kind of
Quincy,
pretty
Illinois.
diverse. Yep. Quincy. Not much in Quincy, but
no.
drive there to Grandma's house. It's pretty. Got a Starbucks.
Oh, do you, Grandma's house?
That's right. Bringing it back to Grandma. It's good. Yeah. Yes, I do drive it.
This show is brought to you by Grandma this week. Grandma's got more airtime in this show.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
right. That's right.
Got that running clock here. 1st and 10. Clement handing off to Street.
There we
got
go. That's a good
lots
run.
of room to run.
Oh, good cut.
He's got lots of room.
There we
Cutting
go.
it back.
Some land, some
Saying, I don't want to go down right now, fellas.
nice run.
So probably got some of the Strafford starters are taking a
Resting it.
break
Yeah.
at this point.
Don't think we'll probably see number 1 anymore tonight.
I don't think so. I think
Yeah.
they're going to let him have the rest of the night off.
He's off to get ready for homecoming.
Exactly. Yeah. Country roads take me home. That is the theme of the Strafford homecoming for tonight. Which, hey, we got a couple of, we got the homecoming prince in the booth here, and we got Mr. Thomas in the booth.
Good run.
Take Me Home Country Roads. Who is the singer? Name
going.
the artist.
Keep going.
Oh, he's going.
going.
Oh, Caleb Street
Nice.
walking a tightrope
Nice job.
down the sideline. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown, Chargers.
I failed there until the very last minute. Thanks for saving me, Lucas.
No problem.
Caleb Street, monster run, and man, he was just toeing the line, but he made it in.
Love
Dude's
the
a stud.
tiptoes.
He's just a
Love
stud.
The tiptoe touchdowns.
Tiptoe touchdown.
And love the alliteration.
Love the alliteration. I'm all about the alliteration. So, boys, Take Me Home Country Roads.
Who is the
Country
artist?
Road.
No clue.
It's actually just
I have no clue.
It's actually just singular. It's Take Me Home Country Road.
Yeah, isn't it? And it's actually
Country Road, Take Me Home. That's right. That's actually what it said.
Yeah.
But it says Country Roads.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Always using the little.
It's,
I'll give you a hint. It is a city in Colorado. His last name is a city in Colorado.
City in Colorado.
Half the distance to the goal.
Yes.
Thank you, Google.
Like
John
city
Denver.
in Colorado. I'd be like, I don't know. I've never heard of Colorado. I don't know. Aspen got to be. All right, here we go. Going for 2. Hand off to number 4. Let him do
in
the
there.
dirty work. Getting in there.
Nice job.
Tacking on 2 points. Caleb Street doing it all. Puts 8 points on the board. I think that actually, you know what that does? It does not actually. I was going to say that's going to stop the running clock, but apparently it's not.
Tell you what, though, I'd always rather see an 8 than a 0
Oh,
on the
man.
board.
Totally like to see an 8. Here's another trivia question for you, fellas, and Moose, this will include you as well.
Yep.
Last night, Denver versus KC, final score is 19-8. Unusual score, right?
Okay.
When was the last time, take a guess, when was the last time an NFL game ended and the score 19-8?
How many years ago?
How many years ago?
I don't know how many years, but 1967.
1967. Okay, so that would be what would that be? 33 and 20, so about 56 years. No, close. You're real close.
Very close.
It was 60 some years. 60 years since a game has ended in the score of 19-8. So how about that? That was one of those games where it's like it was never really. I was confident the whole way the Chiefs were going to win.
Yeah.
But I didn't really enjoy watching that game.
No,
Yeah.
it was
Just
very
kinda
sloppy football.
Just didn't like it.
Very
Just
sloppy
didn't like it.
football.
Yep. Mahomes, I drafted him.
Second half of the year, those younger those younger receivers are really going to come
Yeah.
Yep.
and find their. Number 1 is on the field, unfortunately.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he sure is. And he's still running. He ran about 70 yards to get the
He did.
20 that he got.
Man.
Flag on the play.
Zigzagging all across the field.
Now, yet again, we if I'm Strafford, I am not running number 1 anymore.
No.
I am putting that guy on the bench and not letting him run because
I don't want to.
what if you get a guy? What if you get a guy hurt in a game like this? It's just silly. It's kind of like Tomball. They were just pouring it on to us.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago in Atoka, they kept all their starters out there. I think it was really silly. I think it was a really silly move.
I'd like to give a shout out to Butch Schroep watching the live stream in Margaret River, Western Australia.
Western Australia.
It's actually Saturday.
Put another shrimp on the barbie. Sorry, that was really terrible, Butch. I apologize.
It's Saturday morning there in Australia.
Saturday morning. Wow. He's coming to us from the future.
That's right. Who wins the game?
It's already Saturday there. Yeah, who wins?
Text me. You should have told me this was going to happen.
Oh man, just he's always way ahead of us. Always way ahead of us. That's amazing. What's the connection to the Western Australia? So is Western Australia, is that the Gold Coast of Australia?
Yes.
Or I'm just making it. I mean, I don't know. Australia's a place that I would love to visit, but I do not like long flights. I start to lose my patience after about a 3-hour flight, and you're not even getting started.
No.
Flying to Australia. So number 1 is still there. Gonna hand off. No, gonna fake a handoff.
I think we should have kicked to the right side, but
got him tripped up.
I think you kick it anywhere he's
he's
not.
I'd onside
Anywhere, anywhere he is not.
And why not try some things like that? Why not try your onside kick
Practice
play?
it.
Good news is he's going to the sidelines now, so maybe we can.
Yeah.
I
don't get it. I don't know why you put your guy out there.
Maybe it is that. Inning will start to drive on the 32-yard
5 minutes, 19 seconds left to go in the contest.
They stopped the clock now, so since we're back under the 35. No, are we right?
No, it's going.
Okay.
It's going. Here we go.
Okay.
Clock.
All right.
Number 15, just going to have a seat out there. Pressured by number 50, Elam, and number 77, Evan Kemp. Been calling that name a lot.
Yeah.
Levi Kemp, you got to feel good about that. That's your boy out there. Yeah. Levi Kemp, where does your son get his football skills? Who's the meaner parent, you or your wife?
I'm going to say his uncle on my wife's side.
Uncle on
the wife's
his
side.
wife's side.
He played defense.
Nice. I like it.
He holds the Missouri record for most interceptions in a high school.
No way.
Took it from 21 up to 28.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. All right, number 15's got a new QB in, handing off to number 13. These are guys we have not seen all day, breaking tackles.
That guy's quick.
Okay, so backup player there, getting some minutes. Pretty big run there by number 13, and clock continues to run. 42 to 8. 42 to 8.
Hudson Campbell.
I'm just gonna go ahead and give a product recommendation right now. I know nobody's asking, but I'm drinking this Kroger water here. It's terrible. It says purified water. I think it's tap. It tastes like tap. It is so.
That came
it's
out of
terrible.
a football cooler, Brett. How long do you think that thing's been in that cooler down there?
Oh, dude, that's maybe what it is. I'm drinking what is it, BPAs or something? Maybe I'm gonna pass on that.
That's straight out of the cooler.
I took a drink out of that. I'm like, that's straight chemicals. Here we go. Number 1.
This is an interesting debate. Well water or city water?
I'm going well. I'm going well water. Yep.
Yeah, well water.
I gotta go city.
What? I know. What? You have you some fluoride? Give me some fluoride.
It's just
chlorine.
Better. It's just better.
Oh, just
it
better.
Really is.
Big college boy
better.
needs his fluoride.
Just saying.
I don't have to brush my teeth as much.
Moved to Bolivar, and now he's all big time.
No.
What's your favorite city water then?
Any city water.
I love the municipality of Bolivar. Oh, man.
Yeah.
They can cook up some good water.
I always recognize you well water people, though, and it is not. You guys are very proud of your well water, and it's never that
You
good.
and your minerals and your lack of chemicals. I know, it's weird.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
So funny.
That water is meh.
Yeah, that's right.
The third and 14 situation. after
Moose is like, if you don't have to boil it, I don't like it.
That's right. That's right.
I want that with a little bit of flavor.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Number 13 in motion. Fakes the handoff. Number 15 with the keeper. all the Chargers there to make the stop. 3 minutes, 22 seconds left to go.
Number 15, Lane Rhodes keeps it. No gain on the play.
So what do you do for hydration with the team? You guys got special electrolyte drinks? You got like electrolyte packets? You just rocking the Gatorade?
We do have electrolyte packages, a lot of Gatorade. Our calf has Powerade for us too. But I typically all of us drink over a gallon. We're just carrying gallons around.
Yeah,
It seems to be the thing to do.
Yeah, that's one of the things though that like nobody talked about when I was in school. But like you gotta not just do water. You need electrolytes too.
Yep.
Otherwise your body's not going to function properly. All right, number 1, faking the. Okay. I don't know why they're doing that. Is he trying to break a record?
Number 1.
He's trying to break a school record. I think he's trying to break a school. That's my prediction. Sexton was back to receive the punt, but they went for it. Flag kind of deep into the play. Let's see what this is. Holding, but I did not see which direction. But that's my only guess. Is the number 1 is out there to kind of gain some kind of record. Otherwise, I don't think they'd be having him out there. But I did not hear from the coaching staff. I'm just making stuff up.
Talking about hydration, I want to give a shout out to Redmond. They make a product called Relight. Relight.
Relight. Okay.
It's real, like ancient sea salts. It's all natural.
That's what you need.
Nothing. It's really good.
How is it on
stuff,
fluoride?
It only mixes with well water. It only mixes with well water.
So Moose is out. He doesn't want it.
I don't need it.
I really like Trace Minerals.
Yep.
Buy it on Amazon. No
I give
sugar
Relight
really.
on Amazon.
What's that?
Relight. I'm saying
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Amazon. Yep.
That's been a game changer for me. I'm a heavy. I sweat a lot. Here we go. 13, finding the edge, gets out of bounds. Still won't stop the clock.
Now that this has turned into health class.
It has turned into health class.
Fun fact, one of the most important times to replenish your electrolytes is first thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning, I can see that.
And a lot of people think their headaches are from caffeine and stuff. Most of the time it's because they're dehydrated.
Don't have enough water.
So water
Or
and those
low on
minerals.
electrolytes.
They need those minerals and electrolytes, yep.
Yep, and being low on electrolytes will mess with you. I remember my wife and I were hiking at the Grand Canyon a couple years ago and talking to one of the guides there. And because people sweat so much when it's hot in the Grand Canyon, they drink a lot of water. Because they get depleted of electrolytes, they can get kind of loopy. You can kind of get it's almost like a drunk feeling because you're missing those electrolytes. So obviously that's an extreme case.
Yeah.
But they are important.
And we did have a correction come in from the live stream. The western coast of Australia is not the Gold Coast.
Gold
That
Coast is the East Coast. Got it.
And the western coast is known as the West Coast.
The West Coast. Yeah. Got it. How did they come up with that?
I don't know. It's genius.
That is inspirational. How do you do it, Australia? We are in awe. The West Coast of Australia. Also known as the West Coast. 3rd and 3, minute 21. 15 with the quarterback keeper trying to set the edge.
Oh, man.
Trying to get there. Finally brought down.
A lot of flags in this last 2 minutes.
A lot of flags. I don't know. Must be some pretty egregious stuff going on there.
Yeah. Kind of like, let's just let the flags go.
Yeah.
Refs are like, I don't really want to go home tonight. Just like to enjoy this moment.
Holding on the Indians.
Holding on the Indians, minute left. All right, so what do we? So Lucas, put your and again for those that may just be tuning in now. Chat with Lucas Meyer, former quarterback of the Chiefs.
Jeez.
Wow, dude, that was like foreshadow. That was like a prophecy. It was a prophecy.
I like that.
Wow, I just spoke it. Name it, and claim it, right there.
I'll step into it.
Or the Chargers, Homesville Chargers,
Yeah,
and now for the SBU Bearcats. You're the coach now of the Chargers. What do you say? What do you say this week in these practices to build these guys up?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to just sit here and lie and say that was good, obviously, but I think you'd really just need to tell them, like, conference starts next week.
Exactly.
You gotta.
That's our season.
You got to keep reiterating.
That's our season.
You just got to tell them, like, listen,
Fumble recovery by the Chargers.
Fumble recovery, yeah, gotta like that. Was that 70? Let's give him some love.
59.
Was it 59? Samuel Adams.
Nice.
Haven't tried to pick him up in the hub.
Yeah, solid. But yeah, definitely just setting your focus towards next Friday, and just moving on and, just look back and see what worked and just kind of pick up from there. But you definitely don't want to just sit here and, they know it was bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
And
That's one of the tough things. And I know Thad coaches. I've coached boys and girls, mostly basketball. But yeah, sometimes you just get beat. Sometimes you get beat bad, and sometimes there wasn't a whole lot of good that happened in the game. But you do I think you got to be honest about it. I totally agree. There we go. Hey, there you go, Cole Richardson. Get you some, buddy. Running to the left side.
Nice. He's fast.
He is fast, man. If we can just give him a little bit of space, he can run.
Yep.
But you just gotta find some way to find some positivity. Hey, season starts next week. That's when conference starts.
Yep.
Those are the games that matter the most, and let's make those count.
I've always wondered why Richardson doesn't ever get out on the wide receiver.
I don't know. I don't know.
As a deep ball threat,
possibly. Maybe he catches more like a running back. Here we go. Handoff. I don't know this. There we go. Grant Clement. Oh, look at that. He's going all the way. Touchdown. Cole Richardson.
There's those wheels, man.
The wheels. The wheels.
Better late than ever.
Better late than ever. Yeah. Let's go. Let's make it 16.
That's right.
Let that guy tack on an extra 2.
They're probably going to get a little nervous here and put one back in.
Yeah.
That's just,
One's going to come in for one more drive.
Yeah. Just
what's that guy's name? Morton.
Yeah.
Mortensen.
All right, get back in there.
Suit up.
Just get a little.
Game's not over yet.
Back on.
Yeah.
Let's go set that route. I would like to know how many yards that guy gained. I'm sure the coaches don't.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Pass is complete to number 3, Kyle Edom. 2-point conversion is good. 16-42. Chargers get to more respectable point total on their side. So here we go. Sweet Caroline on the. Here we go. Another trivia for you, boys. Somebody's got to know who sings Sweet Caroline. I should ask you what the name of the song is. That might have been easier.
I knew that. It was my baseball walkout song.
Yeah. Oh, is that right?
Nice.
It was. I don't know.
One of my favorite artists of that era, the 60s and 70s and such. Neil Diamond.
Yep.
So good.
Yep.
So good. I recommend it. Like, you guys need a chill weekend.
Yeah.
Listen to some Neil Diamond greatest hits. There's a few songs and I'm like, wow, that's really bad. There's a lot of it that's very, very good.
I'm a big Sinatra guy.
Neil Diamond's
Sinatra. That's right. I know you're a big Sinatra. I put Sinatra on the Chargers playlist because of you. It's not on the playlist currently.
I'm right there with you. The Rat Pack is.
Rat Pack, yeah.
Man, I love those guys.
Yeah.
I think we need to bring it back.
So good.
Sinatra.
It's one thing that is not good. Neil Diamond's hair.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Yeah. Bum. All right.
Yeah. What's your guys' go-to walkout song? If you're still playing some baseball, what are you guys going with?
Man.
Oh, I was not very good at baseball. Well,
I was not good at baseball.
I was good as a catcher. I was not a good batter.
Number 1, still on the field.
He's still out there.
Still going.
He's still going. He's gonna score.
Got a flag.
Stiff-armed Connor Vick, and he's in the end zone. But a flag. The refs are like, I don't want this guy to get another yard. I'm flagging it up.
Got
Somebody's on the ground. I can't see who that is. Number 9. Oh, it's like Hudson Campbell. Looks like he's okay. He popped up. Maybe fixing his shoulder pad or something. The way their coach was kind of shaking.
The Indians, they'll bring it back.
Holding on the Indians. Number 1 is like, are you kidding me? This is like the 3rd time I've done
this.
He's
like, Coach, can I come out
Coach,
now?
can I please be
Have
done?
I not done enough?
It's homecoming night. How am I going to be able to
I'm going to need to be able to
show
cut a
my
rug
moves? Cut a rug.
Where did that saying come from?
I don't know, man. That's one of those old time sayings. You're like, I have no idea.
From?
Cut a rug. You know Levi Kemp? Cut a rug?
A rug for dancing.
What's it? Well, yeah.
Well,
but
we know what it's for. Where did it come from?
You gotta ask my son. Those are the trivia questions he'll answer.
Cutting a rug. Someone just asked Siri. Where did the phrase "cut a rug" come from? That's one of those things. I'm not a big fan of Siri. I think it's kind of. Cutting off a corner, which means taking the shortest course by going across. No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. And that just proves it. Siri is no good.
No, Alexa owns Siri.
Yeah, for sure. And so is Google. Google Voice is pretty good. That'll do it. All right. Well, hey, here's one thing I love about the Chargers family. Everyone's still going to show support for these boys.
Yep.
Cheerleaders still going to do their thing. Fans are still going to support. They're still going to sing their song. We're still going to keep our heads high. We're going to get ready for next week, and we're going to keep fighting.
Yep.
Not what we wanted, not a pretty night. We're going to keep going. Here we go. So to dance in an energetic way, it's an old-fashioned slang. He's not young anymore, but he can still cut a rug on the dance floor.
There you go.
Still no, I guess you're moving your feet so fast, you're cutting the rug.
Underneath.
Started back in the 1920s. Hold on, thank you to our homecoming friends here. Yeah, like energetic and lively way. So thanks, Ollie. Ollie Forrester, querying the Googles and finding out what cutting a rug means.
Yes, glad you clarified query there.
Query. Yes, yeah.
That's what we said.
It's actually a query. Yep. It's and Google is query based. That's my jam. That's what I do. That's what I do. I use all the nerdy terms over here. Yes, indeed.
This was fun.
All right, this was a good time. So, hey, not the outcome we wanted on the game. You know, we really wanted to see more. I know the boys are disappointed. I know the coaching staff's disappointed. They got to work on this, but. Hey, good to hang out in the booth with all of you guys. This is good.
Absolutely,
So
had a great time.
You guys just head on down to Oklahoma City. I'll be there. I got to be there if you guys want to come on down. Or we can figure out some way to do it virtually too. Levi, you're the technical guy.
It seems plausible.
It seems plausible.
Yes, I can pull anything.
Of a Chargers player, they need some love. They need some encouragement.
Absolutely.
Tell them to keep fighting. Tell them to keep working. But to Lucas's point. We don't have to say something fake, like that was a good game, because it wasn't. But you can still be like, hey, you got it. Like you're a good player. Keep your head up. Keep fighting. Keep scrapping. You're gonna get better.
In the immortal words of Ted Lasso, be a goldfish. Goldfish have the shortest memory.
Right. Big goldfish. So much wisdom from Ted Lasso. That's right. All right, y'all. Well, hey, on behalf of Thad Forrester, the Moose, Lucas Meyer, we got